Hello. You have an interesting call sign, Silver. Definitely. Is there anyone that came up with it? It happened in 2014-15. I had a leg injury using a DIY crutches. Mr. Zahar was helping me to get out. He invented the call sign. All the Stevenson and the Treasure Island rules, for sure. A bit ironical call sign. Is there any discomfort you might feel about it? I got used to that. Pirate thing, definitely. Sea romanticism. You don't have anything to do with sea, right? Well, I'm from Zaporizhia, and it's not so far away from the sea. I also have a home in Crimea, so we are neighbors. A place of yours? We have a house in Crimea. Kizilova, if you heard. Very known place. About Foros. Байдарська долина. Wonderful place. How did you appear on the war? When did it happen? It happened somewhere around April 18th. I was working in Toyota dealership in Zaporizhia. When the war started, we had a missile landing near a house in Zaporizhia. And the first night, 5 a.m. or around. An understanding came to my mind. Then we need to get it proper sorted this time to the end. We started getting together and formed a group in Zaporizhia war veterans. Mr. Zahar invited us. We got our packs packed and we were off. You got a military experience before, right? I had. Professional or conscript? Where did you serve? National Guard. How would you describe the changes in the character of war compared to that in 2014? It is less hand-to-hand combat. I see a lot of more artillery working, heavy weapons. However, sometimes it happens to engage enemy in close combat, which is actually what we're supposed to do. Sometimes you don't know where it lands. War became more brutal, and it became less predictable. Not us nor our enemy knows where shelling happens. Exactly. And Russians have a god of flying objects left, unfortunately. Yes. How do you think we can defeat our enemy, considering that they have old weapons, but there is a lot of them? Expecting some modern weapons from the Western help is one thing. Other thing is that we need to be very close to our enemy. The closer we are to our enemy, the more chances we have to destroy them. But then you have mortars working, and we have even be closer. What would be the close distance for full direct fire contact? Did you have a fire contact with enemy since the start of war? Totally. When we are clearing the village in Ivanivka? How was it? Well, I was in a recon group. We moved to the region of Ivanivka, with majority of the company remained on the positions. We captured 4 BPMs there. Entered hangar and orcs escaped. So we held the position and heard no noises. Decided we're going to start clearing the village from the back. But no one knew there were lots of them there. Cleared around 15 houses there and detected hidden enemy vehicles. Then informed our artillery to destroy them. We kept clear until they began to shell us and jump from all the windows. We had tricky situations where our Western rifles got jammed, because sometimes it happened to get in the mud, so things went down to the pistol fire. Commander of the battalion asked how many bullets I had. Around maybe 5. When we returned back to the day after, I had 1 left. I got new ammo. That happened the moderate shelling and we retreated. Unfortunately, we lost 1 fellow, managed to evacuate, and we went back to hangar. Held the position, and because it was a higher ground, we held the position with all we had during the day. In the morning, Russian Marines tried to assault us. We got them back. It was a close combat. And then intensive shelling began from everything they had. Used that the farm was built strong, good quality. They had with tanks, self-prepared artillery, 120mm mortars. Then he used cluster bombs and Grad Mlrs. We went further to clear the village and had reinforcement arriving, and we held that object as far as I understand. They could hear us on air. Where my call sign was that the artillery aimed. That is why our main group could clear the village more or less quiet, and we had all the shelling aimed at us. Around 3 kilometers from the village, I stopped and went back on the radio. It was a hard job, but we all accomplished with the minimal casualties.
Ви пройшли шлях
You made a way from a Japan car dealership leader,
японського автопрома
a flagman on the market,
до зараз.
now to becoming a company commander.
Відбувається з людиною.
What happens with the person
Личні аспекти його взаємодії.
when you transform
Зміна, от коли ви за такий короткий період проходите від
from a peaceful person
професії до
to a job where you need to kill
де ви маєте вбивати.
enemy individuals? You only lose weight. If you are talking about the fear, yes, it might be frightening always on every mission. When you start working, it goes away. And me being a commander, I cannot show a sign of fear. So I have to use a sense of humor. And I can say that my character changed a lot. Or I have a new psychological constructions. Maybe we became more rigid. However, during the minutes of rest, you become human being and once again.
Що вам найбільше допомагає з
What
вашим?
helps you from your prior experience? Say managerial skills, teamwork. I specialized on building teams in any business, in Toyota as well. I managed to create really good team. I don't have to raise my voice. People understand everything from the first word and do the work.
Ви би своїх побратимів
Would you offer a job to your fellow soldiers after the war? Of course. I happen to meet very interesting people. Surprisingly, very educated and intelligent people. And importantly, tested real deal. How much time do you think Ukraine will need to win?
Україні для того, щоб перемогти в цій війні?
I don't know, I heard some pessimistic things about years, but I think it will happen a lot faster. For some reason I feel it's going to be September.
Так це
But that's almost now, in a few days.
за кілька днів.
We have to hurry. But that's a dream. I would like it to happen at least by the end of the year. Everyone wants it to be fair. The velvet season, that's right.
Знову ж таки.
You have very interesting chevrons. I see them for the first time. On the left hand you have Union Jack for some reason near the Ukrainian flag. What does it mean? My fellow colonel gave it to me as a present. I am wearing it as a talisman. Colonel is not Ukrainian? Colonel is Ukrainian, but the chevron is foreign. So here is Silver, Stevenson. I had some friends with SES. All of them are good fellows. I gave them a lift once job. Can't tell everything, unfortunately. But there is a connection with his Chevron.
Ну,
And the Boris Johnson
показал, что
shown what is a Great Britain this year.
А у нас уже їх
Do you think we have soldiers with the level of, say, British SAS?
конечно.
Of course we have them. Of course.
а в вашому підрозділі?
Including your company, do you have them?
Я думаю, человек 5 наберу
I can pick 5 very good soldiers.
бойцов.
А у них яка мотивація?
What motivation do they have? What is their goal?
Хотят закончить все.
They want to finish the snake. Everyone wants to have the same motivation. And we have a chance to live peacefully and not look back, as it was during all these years.
Раз и навсегда.
We have to make it disappear once and for all
С карты.
from the map.
Що ви побажаєте українцям
What would you say to Ukrainians for the Independence Day?
До тишины,
Peace and quiet
быть, какого-то, не
and
знаю,
maybe
какой-то скуки.
boredom,
Чтобы это было скучно
so it all becomes boring,
и спокойно.
quiet, and calm.
Но вообще хотелось бы, чтобы все закончилось.
All we want it to finish.
у вас є діти?
Do you have children? Yes,
Есть
I
интересное.
have a story.
Он заканчивал вот
My son was finishing the same named after Ivan Bohun in Kiev.
в Киеве.
Everything happened, and I have to evacuate him.
Эвакуировать оттуда.
He went back home, took the Counterfeiting.
У него 2005 год.
He changed it to 3, and while we were busy,
Пока Морозяу
he
поймал,
entered the defense himself,
ну, в смысле,
territorial defense.
и уже стоял на посту с автоматом.
And he was standing on a checkpoint with a machine gun.
Вот, так что, а сейчас уже
Now he's entering Odessa Military University,
военный вуз,
has good score in exams,
что эти экзамены ЗНО с хорошими.
good marks.
Він буде.
Ну, хочет морская
He
пехота.
wants to be a Marine, something like that. Maybe he will make it to a Chaco Island or in 73rd.
Хто знає.
I don't know.
Саме головне
He needs to do what he really wants.
робити те, що йому подобається самому.
Так что вот так.
Motivation is the same from children to grown-ups.
Да. Ну що, як там
As they sing,
братські пісні, пам'ятаєте?
yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
І бутилка рома. Я не про ром, звичайно.
I'm not talking about rum, actually.
Ваше
Your personal wish for yourself
особисте бажання для
and your family.
хочете не більше.
Not a global, but for yourself and your family.
Ну, понятно,
Naturally,
чтобы все это
wish they all ends and everyone is alive and healthy. Start the Toyota dealership in Crimea, in Sevastopol,
Севастополь. І от
and lead the dealership, definitely.
Так точно. Команда.
We have got the team and everything.
ну,
Sevastopol is a big city.
велике, зараз там уже.
500,000 people live there.
І якщо
You
відкривати
need to open it on the Town Square,
арабські пристані, знаєте, так, щоб красиво.
you know? That you beautifully come out from Toyota and drive.
Прекрасная идея.
Прекрасно.
Sounds like a plan.
Дякую вам.
Thank you. Take care of yourself.
Бережіть
Thanks.
себе і побратимів.
Дякую.
Thanks.